Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of our fundraising series. Today's topic is around understanding your company's valuation. We've asked our director and key value creation expert Jacques Le Granges to share his insights with us. Jacques' clients have done buy-ins and buy-outs based on his valuation expertise. Let's hear what he has to say.
Cool, like Lo mentioned, I'm going to talk about understanding your company's value. Now, company valuations can be a subjective matter. There's a saying, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and it's much the same with company valuations. So company valuations is a perception of value. So you have to ask yourself, who is your investor and what is the demand in the market? Now, looking at who your investor is it's important to look at their specific needs. And how do you package your company according to those needs? In terms of valuations, we will have to look at, are we looking at the current value or future value? If it's the current value, we focus on something like the net asset value of the company, and future value focus on discounted cash flows, where we buy into the future opportunities that's within the company. And then obviously we have to look at what is the demand in the market. Now, company valuations is made up of both financial and non-financial considerations. Now, when looking at financial considerations, it's important to have a ballpark figure, and that includes having an upper and lower limit of your company valuation. That would also help you later on then in terms of in the negotiation phase, but also to look at what areas to focus on when building that value. Now, sometimes you might even need an expert for this phase. And the different methods that we use include price-earning ratios, revenue multiples, and discounted cash flow methods. Now, building a proper model would be key in starting with this phase. Now, looking at non-financial considerations, we would obviously look at two areas, people and processes. Now, in terms of people, we look at who's your team, what's your culture, and what's the company's ability to retain the top talent. And when looking at processes, we focus on how can the company effectively utilize your team to help them focus on getting the work done. And it speaks to your in-house technology that you use, your standard processes, but then also your methodology when engaging in work. So if we had to summarize, we said, remember who is your investor that you're speaking to? What is the demand in the market? Know what is your upper and lower limits in your company valuation, and understand what is the drivers behind this value. So that's a wrap for this week's financial tips in terms of fundraising. Tune in next month for some of our other tips, and follow us on our social media channels to stay tuned in.